Right, so it's getting to that time of year again where they're starting to cool down and all the leaves are starting to fall off the trees and stuff. So our minds really turn to sort of bank restoration as such and getting everything nice and tidy through the winter and even into spring for everything just to shoot up. So behind me here, I've sort of come up to Lake 4 and I'm cutting back the vegetation, removing all the sort of bramble and stuff, trying to get it all nice down to ground level so it's got nothing to sort of sprout from when it gets warmer again. And I'll go back through, I'll remove all the sprouting trees and stuff like that and just tidy everything up so it looks smart again as such. And then also we are really turning our focus to these overflows and stuff, cleaning out everything, make sure the water can pass through the lakes nice and freely, and it also adds a lot of oxygen to the lakes, which is great for getting the fishes sort of weight up and keep them in nice mint condition really. I'm getting a lot of feedback from members and sort of day ticket anglers alike really, saying they want to come down and do some work parties with us and just really get hands on. So at the minute we're going to, Ollie, our media man's going to put up a poll hopefully to say what lake people want to work on, and then we'll get a sort of an idea of what people want to actually be doing rather than just wasting their time on a lake that they're not interested in. And we'll sort of get anglers involved and get people what they want out of fishing, just so everyone's happy down here really. This time of year you don't want to put any sort of amount of bait in the lakes. It's just going to sit and rot because the fish really aren't that interested at the minute. I'd just be fishing small PVA bags, sort of 12mm boilies, just a handful, something like that, just enough to catch a bite at a time, especially if you're doing a day session. You're just fishing for a bite at a time, just stay mobile, stay light and just try and find your fish. But yeah, just don't put any sort of amount of bait in. Right, so going into sort of the bait you want to be using this year, we have boilies that are sort of designed for the lakes really, so they're not so high in your proteins and your oils and stuff, so they break down quite nicely and they're easy for the fish to digest this time of year. And then you have sort of our DNA. DNA is a high quality bait, it's well known in the industry, and that is it's an ideal bait. I'd recommend glugging them right up, getting them real stinky, and that's just full of attractants then. And then going into our pellets, most people steer away from pellets in the winter, but pellets are fine as long as you're not using high oil pellets, which ours aren't. They're low oil, so they're just all right this time of year really.